Hello, I'm here at Electronic 3 2019. I just finished recording my last video for Kotaku.com, and now I'm myself, and I'm not on the clock anymore. However, that doesn't mean I can't get a little bit of video content done. 20 minutes left in the show. What can we do? What can we do? Can I recapture the childhood magic? That old love of video games? Can I? Harvest Moon Mad Dash. Yeah, I'm gonna mad dash to find the last few driplets and droplets, the last shimmering giblets falling off the sweet riblets of E3. Beautiful gravy. Real fishing road trip adventure. I played this yesterday. I actually stood here. Natsume is a booth I have come to at every E3 I've ever been to, and I've always played at least one game at the Natsume booth. This year we've got the Harvest Moon, little mini-gamey collection. They've got that Wild Guns Reloaded over there. Cosmic Defenders. I've come to the Natsume booth. Natsume booth was the first booth I ever went to at an E3 where the PR person treated me just like a person and gave me a demo of the game and gave me a little CD with some assets on it and begged me to write some stuff about their game. The game was, I actually played the game Cima the Enemy, C-I-M-A the Enemy, which was a sort of a tactical, persistent dungeon crawly RPG adventure game by Neverland, the developers of Lufia and Lufia 2 Rise of the Sinistrals, two of my favorite role-playing games of all time. Lufia 2 a little bit more so. My one regret is that I did not get to play Cyberpunk 2077, which I really wanted to, or not play, but see. I wanted to see it. Everybody's got that jacket. There's people walking around with that Cyberpunk jacket. I wanted to get that jacket so I could compare it somewhat mean-spiritedly to the objectively superior jacket that I wear every day. I said at the beginning of a video yesterday that I was wearing, not yesterday, 2 days ago, that I was wearing a Buzz Rickson's L2B jacket, and someone in the comments said that the main character of the William Gibson novel Pattern Recognition wears that jacket. Was that a reference to that book? It's Gravedigger. It's one of the 50 gravediggers. I think there's 50 gravediggers in the world. That's actually one of them. It's kind of neat. But someone was like, yeah, they were like, is that a reference? Is that a reference to and no, it's not a reference, it's just the actual brand of the jacket. So that's funny to me, I guess. That's funny. I'm sending a text real quick. I was just offered a free Borderlands thing. I didn't take it because I have my hands full, literally. God, I gotta go to the bathroom. Should I just go into the bathroom with this camera in my hand? That's a joke. I'm not gonna do that. I need to go to the other booth in the other hall. I need to obtain more energy drinks. I love what they've done with this Final Fantasy booth. We got this Loveless poster here. It's like some sort of a musical in the world. You got this very sterile looking UI showing a train schedule. I like that. Sorry, I'm sending a text while vlogging. That's not good. I've gone out the door. I've exited the... So, we now have a problem. I left my badge with our producer, Matthew. He has my badge because it just doesn't look cool for a guy to be wearing his badge in a video. Ooh. I came here to watch dogs, and I'm watching them. There was one right there. Now, a lot of E3, you can cut through outdoors over there. I don't like to cut through outdoors. I like to cut through this little zone. I like to cut through the little zone. Let's see what we got. Wow, it is very empty. I guess it's because E3 is shutting down in a minute. Now, what's my one regret for E3 is that I didn't get to see Cyberpunk. I'm a little sad about that. I also, I wanted to pre-order the Xbox One Elite Controller Series 2 because they give you a green D-pad, like a limited edition green D-pad. I really wanted to do that. Didn't do it. I didn't do that. However, I did get to play Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that's honestly all I really wanted. And I had a very good time doing that. I got to meet Toshihiro Nagoshi, the creator of the Yakuza series. And I got to talk with him for like 45 minutes about how much I like F-Zero GX and Super Monkey Ball, and he was like legit cool. I told him that I met him in 2003 at E3 when they were demoing F-Zero GX, and they had the big deluxe arcade cabinet like in the Nintendo booth. And then I went up and I had talked to him for a few minutes at that time about Sega Rally. He said he didn't remember me, which is okay because I looked a lot different at that time. No, I said, yeah, he talked to me about Sega Rally, and he had just, that's what I'm getting at here. Same thing like with the Natsume booth, the guy treated me like a person. The Nagoshi had back in 2003 just straight up talked to me for like what felt like a really long time to be talking to somebody who you think is cool. And he just talked to me about Sega Rally and working on Sega Rally and working with Yu Suzuki and a little bit of stuff about Shenmue. He just like straight up told me a bunch of stuff, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And my Japanese wasn't very good at that time. It was okay. But yeah. The other day he told me he didn't remember me from that time, and again, that's okay. But it was cool to talk to him again about that stuff and F-Zero GX and him just being like, yeah, I love F-Zero GX. And I was like, nice. So I got to hang out with him. What else did I get to do? Hung out with Goichi Suda for a bit. That was cool. We got that on video. We got Nagoshi on video as well. I met Yoshinori Kitase, director of Final Fantasy. Met that guy, which was real cool. Because that guy's been putting in the work, putting in the hours, doing the work on video games for a god darn long time. Really gets the work done, that dude. Just heard a guy being very profane about Pokemon. I figure, you gotta yell at something. I wonder if I can't get this Xbox Elite controller pre-order done. Why is this camera not pointing at my face correctly? It's on the follow mode. I don't get it. There we go. That looks right. I mean, I can't tell. The screen on this thing is the size of a postage stamp. It's like I'm holding nothing in my hand. It's just like god darn nothing. It's like I'm holding nothing. It just doesn't feel like I'm actually vlogging at all at this point. We're going over to this little press room, the press lounge. Oh, as I lack a badge, I cannot access it. Oh no. So not only does he have my badge, he has my badge and my he has my badge and he has my backpack locked up in the locker. I'm gonna go ahead and send another text here. I don't know where they are. I bet they're in there. I bet they're in this press room here. This is a nightmare. A lot of people wearing yellow jackets here at E3. I don't know where these guys are. God dang it. Looks like I am not going to get over to the Microsoft thing to pre-order my Xbox One Elite controller because I don't have my badge. This is the most anticlimactic, depressing, and sad ending possible. And again, hey, that's video games, right? Every time one ends, you wish it hadn't and such. Heck. Oh wait, we have a text. It looks like we might have a Christmas here. You know, I've had to go to the bathroom since 2:45 p.m. And I just haven't gone because I was in the middle of a presentation at a booth. And I just sat there stewing in my own juices. Juicing in my own gravy. Hey, where the heck you get a Coke Zero?
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, can I, now that you've done one favor for me, could you perhaps do me another and get me my stupid bag?
No.
Or I can go get it. I can go with you to get it. This is Matthew Reyes. This is Paul Tamayo.
Looks good.
We're vlogging. I'm vlogging.
Nice.
Yeah, you see this thing?
Yeah, that's nice.
Do you see how cool this is?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Like,
oh, that's awesome.
see the face track? Look at that. Here, you want to, here, try and mess with the face track yourself. Yeah. See how you can do it even with a bunch of stuff in your hands?
Oh, lost me.
Oh, yeah, you can say, it isn't that superhuman, but it's good.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it does 1080-60.
That's nice. It's
And
like super smooth, right?
Yeah, and it'll shoot like, it's got this like recenter.
Oh,
So there we go. Yeah, it's very smooth. The 60's really smooth. So if you're just kind of like vlogging in a sort of a normie capacity with it.
But it's so like convenient.
Yeah, and then when you take a video and you put it up on your TV.
Looks good.
Yeah, it's just like, it looks like I'm watching a goddamn like Netflix show or whatever, because it's like, like I walked around Manhattan and I was just like testing it, like just like whipping it around as much as I could while walking around. And you can read every goddamn sign. Any frame you pause on, you can see. It's like, I don't know. I guess it's the coolest little thing.
I mean, it's so small too. That's genius.
Yeah, it
You have
weighs,
the lab, right?
like nothing. Yeah, the lab right up here.
Nice.
And then it also records with the internal mic, so it gets other audio as well, and it mixes it real nice.
That's awesome.
Coke Zero, Coke Zero. Where was this?
Someone just handed it to me. They said, "Do you want a Coke Zero?" I said, "Yeah, I'll take a Coke Zero."
Oh man, oh, I know where they got it. Out there to the right down the stairs over at the Xbox zone, Coca-Cola last year had a big old barrel set up where they were just handing out Cokes. I bet they got it there because it's cold. It can't have traveled far.
You can still see the moisture.
Oh, he's got my little baby boy bag. My little baby boy bag. You guys are shooting a vid or what?
Yeah. 7 o'clock
7 o'clock for what?
for your interview, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
7 or 8.
Yeah, 7 or 8. Yeah, yeah. Well, I want to do it.
Do it 8.
Let's try
Do
to.
it 8.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to get them all assembled ASAP.
Yeah, say 7. They'll be assembled by 8.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how it is.
I just lied on camera about making the last video of E3. Well, this is the chill down vid, so this isn't really a. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
You
Filming
have
a thing
to
out there?
do a video impression.
Oh, you're gonna do it out in front? Oh, yeah, yeah, okay.
It's a good lighting. I played some games here at E3, and
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
give my impressions.
I played some games, now I'm gonna place the blame. All right, I'll see you all later. Yeah, yeah, I'll be around. I'm gonna turn this off. This ain't over. Hello and welcome back. I'm here outside of the Electronic 3. You want to see this? I'm here. I've finished my day here in downtown sunny Los Angeles. Palm trees, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, whatnot, and so forth. Prohibited items. The Avengers Tower and such. Some dudes filming their post-show impressions. Got my free pillow. Got a god-darn complimentary Coca-Cola Zero, which was slung at me by individuals gregarious. We're gonna go ahead and take a walk after I open my drink. Go ahead and get it like that. It's open. May God have mercy on his soul. I have my Coca-Cola now. We're going to begin to walk away from persons who may overhear my talking to myself and not perceive due to the smallness of my camera or other environmental factors such as their own fatigue related to attendance of a large enthusiast convention that I am in fact filming a little video for my YouTubing audience right here outside the Staples Center, home place of basketball. A little bit of sun casting shadows of palm trees, a shine and a glare different from your normal direct light, diffused a little bit. Sun casting laser rays of glare. Sun against glass. Glass turns the sun into lasers, big, wide lasers. Lasers on pavement. Over there is a condominium of a sort, seemingly in the process of being built for longer than what might be some people's entire lives. As a transitory attendee or visitor of a city or a place, the bigger the city, the more nebulous its nature. Its amoeba tentacles leaking all over the place. Los Angeles is a beast of a megalopolis. sprawling, relaxed, reclining, alcoholic uncle of the city. The mind reels, the consciousness struggles to remember and hold on to any particular part of it as a tourist. One might find oneself struggling to recall what is west of where or east of what. These encyclopedias, dictionary and knowledges accumulate as one spends a sustained time in a city. You need years, at the very least months. Weeks aren't enough. You need years in a city to recall with razor precision exactly what exists in what cardinal direction relative to where. You ask me where Glendale is, or Pasadena, or Santa Monica is relative to what? Well, Santa Monica is west, I know. West of what? Directly west of what? I don't know. I'm admitting this freely. I have been in Los Angeles over 100 times. Been to E3 18 times. Something about the city its geography, at least, evades my grasp. And until such point as they cut my legs off, and they cut my arms off, and they glue me to a dentist chair, and tell me this is where I live and this is where I exist, and I let those years accumulate, I will not remember. I know where my hotel is, I know where the convention center is. What I do know is that as you come here as a traveler, I won't use the word tourist, as you come here as a traveler, you hold on to what details you can, especially in a place with such a sprawl as this. And that detail I have and hold is those condos across the street from the convention center just do not finish themselves. And at this point, I'm wondering if anyone ever will finish them. It seems as though directly across the street from Electronic 3 has been an idea in construction for years. Not an impossible number of years. There's certainly a number of years that strikes me as unnatural. Too long. 12 seconds across the street. Can we do it? Let's find out. 6. I did it. Definitely did not make it under the wire.
Tirar os erros, ver os takes que valeram, e 10
Carrying too much stuff. Not that much stuff, but I'm carrying more stuff than I would like to be carrying. I got this little bag and my pillow and a little plastic bag. Got my Coke Zero. I should stop drinking Coke Zeros. Largely I have in my daily life. It's just when one undertakes the inconvenience of sitting in a middle seat in an airplane for 6 hours, falling asleep and waking up more tired. Some sort of cricket under the skin in the back of your neck doesn't want to go away. And you know it's not going to go away for at least 9 days. I'm old enough now to know my body, and I know that the number is 9 days. I've averaged it. 9 days of discomfort. It's nice to know. I'm sure the number differs for everyone, as with any sort of health and fitness advice that you receive from anyone. Take it with a grain of knowing that you're different, because everybody's different from everybody. However, also know that it is not unusual for at least one person on your record, that's me. You can consider me a person on your record if you would like. It is not unusual for this one person to experience 9 days of discomfort following a minor muscle strain, a workout injury. I've had workouts that were not injurious. That I've had successful workouts where I was sore for 2 goddamn weeks, where there was soreness that just remained, just bubbling there under the surface, and I knew I was fine. And I keep working out. You can work out when you're sore. It doesn't. You're not going to damage anything. I mean, don't work out the day after working out. Just saw 3 guys walking together, all of them wearing earbuds, and all of them wearing Apple earbuds upside down, which I think is weird. People wear them upside down in the wrong ear, which I find strange. Maybe they don't know they could wear them right side up in the correct ear. You can tell it's in the wrong ear because they've got the microphone in their left ear. Now, Apple earbuds don't fit super well. They don't, they're not, they're not best in class ergonomics. However, it's not goddamn rocket science. You can get them in the ear. It's an ugly, stupid shape. I'll admit it. It's a weird little sort of round shape. It doesn't fit perfectly into anything. Still walking over to my hotel. I'm gonna walk right on in. And we're gonna see what happens when we get there. Round about halfway there now. We're on 8th Street in Figueroa. Now entering the region known as downtown Los Angeles. You want to know what the best part of Los Angeles is? That's a trick question, because that's just something everybody who goes to Los Angeles like once a year will try to talk to you about. Don't trust anybody's opinion following the question, you know what the best part of Los Angeles is, unless they live in Los Angeles, in which case they're not going to be talking to you about a best part. LA is a lot of places. It's not one place. If you paid attention, you'd know that. Here's the Target. I like this downtown Target. We were here the other night, if you all remember. Anybody who watched that, shout me out. This Coke Zero has gone flat and atrocious in record time. Hey, what's up? Oh, it's 7th Street now. I like that food court down there in that Target. I love it. It's the simple pleasures, ultimately. When you travel, when you go on something that feels like a long trip, and I mean, New York to LA is cross country, it's 6 hours. It's not like a wildly long flight. It's not It's not international travel. It's not gonna take everything out of you. No, it takes a little something out. And you get here and you want some kind of a simple pleasure, the old pleasures, you know what I mean? There was a time in every adult's life, I say there was, as though I've now entered a portion where I'm primarily looking back. There was a time when just the simple joy of going to a fast food restaurant by yourself as an adult was like this big, massive, wild deal. We're nearing the hotel. You can see it out there. The cylinders on the horizon. Cylinders. This goddamn plastic pillow under my arm is it's just causing me a little bit of stress.
Did I?
Hold on, it's this one? I'm tired. But it's not time for bed yet. According to that gentleman right there, it's time to skateboard, I suppose. I like downtown LA. Best part of LA, in my opinion. That's a joke. Again, don't believe anybody who says anything about the best part of LA. I like downtown LA. About 7 years ago or so, it became my dream for a couple of weeks, I think. Maybe a period that extended into months. It became my sort of goal for myself that I thought I would like to live here. I don't live here. I never have. So my buddy Aaron Novak lived here in a really sweet apartment in a loft.
So they're like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what's up? Good time. Whoa.
I really liked that loft that Aaron Novak lived in. It was good. And at the time that he lived there, I asked him how much he paid in rent, and he was like, it was reasonable. It was a reasonable amount, and it was just a really nice loft, and it was in downtown LA, a place that I liked. I like how weird and empty it is. I like how it feels like a sort of a huge elaborate set for like a bad detective movie. I mean, look at that. Oh my God, tilting the camera upward is so hard on this goddamn camera. Because if you do it, you have like an area about a half a centimeter wide to do it on. And if you mess it up, it triggers a menu that tells you, it triggers a menu with a typo on it, which just seems really egregious. I think they should make those menus a little harder to activate, period, much less accidentally. Then again, I don't work at a camera company, so maybe I'm not a pro. We're almost there.
If you knock on my door.
Here at this region of downtown LA, the horizon drops off. See this? Oh, I accidentally triggered the menu, so I can't show you. Menu with a typo on it. Come on, DJI. Come on, DJI. Oh my God. This is completely wild that I can't. Okay, here we go. It's literally like it's like genuinely like half a centimeter wide. There's my hotel, you see it? Those 4 cylindrical towers. The Westin Bonaventure. I love the Westin Bonaventure Hotel. It is a distinct sort of honor to be staying in this hotel during this trip. I've stayed here 3 times now in my life. Why does my Apple Watch keep vibrating on me? I keep saying it looks like you're working out. Oh my God, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream if this thing keeps thinking I'm working out. I love the Westin Bonaventure Hotel. It is such a strange place. Built in 1976. Some Japanese investors envisioned this as a shopping mall, something sort of a stroll destination, a hangout zone for business persons working in the area. It's weird multi-floored lobby. Features little stores and cafes. The idea long ago was that it would be busier, livelier, fuller, would have some fine dining restaurants and such in it. Instead, it's just kind of a weird place with like kind of a cafeteria pizza, a little sushi. It's just a strange zone in here. I don't understand their copywriting. Here we are in the Bonaventure. You'll notice the lobby is situated around this central column, which is, if I'm not mistaken, an express elevator shaft. service elevator. And then there are 4 towers, these cylindrical towers, each of which has their own dedicated elevator. As you chill here, you see there are many ballrooms, the California ballrooms and the restrooms. It looks as though there's some sort of a company function and or wedding. I think it's a wedding happening there. These strange Unreal Default staircases, you see these? Bridges. It is the most, and I don't say this lightly, it is the most video game level design like real world space I have ever been in. Maybe I'll walk around it a little bit just to show you, because I think you might like it. It's gonna weird you out, man. It's weird. It's very weird. Let's go ahead and get on this elevator. Down in the base lobby, the bottom part, the very first floor. Full of fountains. One of my favorite sights, I feel like I always see this, is these fountains spitting water overhead, and there's always that wet floor sign on the ground under them. I like that. That struck me as poetic the very first time I ever came to this hotel. And it still impresses me now. We're gonna go ahead and get in this blue tower. Get my key out. Sorry. Man, the man stepped out of the elevator with no shoes on. Welcome to LA, baby, as I would say. And here we are. Top of the world in no time flat. I love this graphic design. I feel like if you look at this up and down really fast, repeatedly, you'll get a seizure. Because it's really just a weird jumble of letters. Now the question is, did I go the right way? Or did I not? I don't think I did. I did. I went the right way. Here we are in room number 1480. That's me. 1480, Blue Tower, Westin Bonaventure Hotel. Anybody wants to come hang out? First of all, congratulations for inventing time travel. Forgot to hang the Do Not Disturb sign on the door when I left. I like it when they don't clean up the room because I kind of keep it clean myself. I mean, I don't like to give anybody, I don't want anyone to be put out on my account, you know, to have to clean a place up on my account. I like to just lighten the load of whoever has to do the work. Look out that window. Some windows, you get a glimpse of a whole city, you know? A place that feels like a place. Or doesn't feel like a place, it just feels like a dream or just an impression of the idea of a place. You look out at a skyline, I'm saying. Just a full slice of the world, so archetypically something you would see in a movie or whatnot. That you look at it and you just think that is the world. And then sometimes you look out a window and you don't really see a city, you see what looks like a toy box. Look at this pedestrian bridge across which two pedestrians cross. And I can see one man carrying a bag, the woman carrying a bag. She's got a little backpack on. I can imagine their names. I can imagine them as characters in a video game. We got a third man with a backpack, gray hair, some kind of magenta trousers. We get these two little lanes of this highway, trees fluttering. One car passes. A second car passes. A white van. Doesn't really feel like a real world. It feels like a little toy box. A pigeon alights and lands on the stone pedestrian bridge. I'm saying this view doesn't feel real. Not that I necessarily need everything in my life to feel real, as it were. Anyway, I feel like that's enough out of me. Enough for now, anyway. Let me know if you are watching this. Let me know if you're hearing this. Caller, where are you calling from? Good night for now. I'll be back later.